You put the clean sheet in the top sheet in the bottom sheet you turn in the laundry boy. Any man turns in the wrong sheet spends the night in the box. Which no one will sit in the bunks with dirty pants on. Any man with dirty pants on sitting on the bunk spends the night in the box. Any man don't bring back his empty pop bottle spends the night in the box. Any man loud talking spends the night in the box.
It's the Al Travis Show. Got a great friend of the program on with us. He is Jack Zimmerman. Jack, how you doing, my friend?
Good, Al. How are you doing today?
I can't complain. I'm under the impression you were in New Orleans last week. Is that right?
Yeah. This last weekend, I got to spend some time down in New Orleans. We were down there for the Airlift Command Gala, and they're a nonprofit here out of Minnesota that fly our critically wounded veterans around the country to reunite them with family, to get them to medical appointments, and really, any time they really need to be moved around, they can definitely be there,
I got it. Do you want to know why you're ticking me off when you tell me this story?
Tell me, Al.
Because you never, ever, ever say, hey, Al, you want to come along? We're going to New Orleans. I'll carry your bags, Jack. I have no problem with that. I'll carry the bag. I don't need to go to the awards banquet. You go there. I'll go down to New Orleans, down to Mardi Gras Street. We'll have some fun. Now, when you're going to Alaska to live on a mound of snow looking for some polar bear, I'm not necessarily the guy for you. But you didn't think about me when you went to New Orleans? Really?
Oh, man. It was, I don't want to rub it in anymore, Al, but it was at, the whole event was at the World War II Museum down there. And,
that thing is fantastic.
It was, pretty cool.
Oh, good for you. All right. And that went well. It was a gala, so they were raising money for something, or is it just everybody wears their suits and hangs out?
No, they definitely, not at the event, they don't raise money, but all the donors, they're there and they're appreciated, and it was a really cool event, and glad to be a part of it and represent such a great organization as we lead up to Veterans Day tomorrow.
Yeah. What does your Veterans Day look like?
Well, it's been a lot of years that I don't really spend. Pretty much every Veterans Day now I spend speaking somewhere. I'm off somewhere headed to go tell my story and share what Veterans Day means to me, and it'll be the same thing again tomorrow. Headed up to Minnetonka tomorrow morning to speak to the school up there.
I love that. How about before all this happened with you? What was your veterans? Or have you have vets in your family? Is it something? I find that people that knew veterans personally, it's a whole lot different than those that maybe have not had that in their family.
Well, Al, Veterans Day has always kind of been different to me because my first Veterans Day as a veteran I spent in basic training.
Okay.
My next Veterans Day was in Afghanistan.
Wow.
And then my next one I was wounded. So they've all looked very different, And pretty much since I've been wounded, I pretty much smoke every day on Veterans Day. So I enjoy it. I think it's awesome. I hope everybody can take a minute out of their day to find a program or support some kind of veteran event or function or some way to recognize and appreciate the guys that put it on the line for you. And, this is the one to thank everybody for their service or at least welcome them home especially. And, Memorial Day is the one where we need to honor the dead, and this is the one where we say, hey,
thanks for wearing the uniform.
Let's appreciate those guys.
Yeah. Completely agree. You also have your Strength of Service podcast. How is that going?
Good. New episode dropped this morning. Last week was our actual Veterans Day one. We kind of wanted to get that out before Veterans Day hit so everybody could listen to it. And we had a great guest on. Tim Undershear is his name. He was a Kiowa pilot over in Afghanistan, and he's got a heck of a story to share. And he started out as a grunt on the ground like myself, and he got smart and decided he didn't want to walk around on the ground anymore and decided it would be a lot better to fight from the sky. And we had him on the podcast this week, and pretty cool story to share.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. And that is, what is the name of it? Strength of Service on your podcast, wherever you get it, Strength of Service?
Yeah. Strength from Service. Yeah, anywhere you can download it, you can find us there. And just a great time. We love to have people on there, share their stories about how they serve other people and how they continue to find the strength to do it. It can be exhausting every day getting up and taking care of everybody else.
So you're doing the Strength of Service podcast. You've got, of course, Veterans Day coming up tomorrow. You're back in Minnesota. You said you're going to Minnetonka. Are you going to be around for a while? Do you deer hunt here? I mean, that's got to be pretty low on your totem pole after some of the hunting you've done. What do you got in your schedule?
Well, I look forward to this time of year, not so much to hunt for myself, but to get my son out hunting. We'll get out this week now and through the weekend and try to see if we can't find a deer around here to fill the freezer with and to make him proud. So I think it's so cool to instill those values, as a kid, understanding that how that food gets on your table and appreciating the game around you and making sure that there's habitat around for them that's healthy too,
Well, there's that, the ability to be self-sufficient if you had to, the safety with weapons, all great training. It's there's respect that comes with the ability to do that. I think hunting is a great start for kids.
Yeah, I'm excited for him to watch him grow. Last year we went down to Tennessee and he shot his first deer down there, and
nice.
and it's fun to relive those experiences too, of me being a kid, hunting and get to share those things with him now and see him grow through the sport. It's pretty special.
Love that. Any of your kids into skeet shooting? I know you were a captain of the skeet shooting team for a while. They do any of that?
Yeah, this will be my son Williams. This spring will be his first year on the trap team, so I'm excited to see him do that too. And we've been doing a lot of shooting, getting him ready to get going so he understands it and kind of gets the basic fundamentals down, and he can start growing from there. And it's such a cool sport too that kids can get to shoot in school, as a sport, and it's the largest sport in the state now, Al.
Oh, I know.
It's bigger than hockey, bigger than any other sport is trap shooting in high school. So
it's, can you tell me how it would not be? How much more fun is this than shooting off 100 rounds a day? I mean, how much fun is that?
No, it's pretty cool that these kids get the opportunity, and it seems like it's so well supported in the state too. I mean, it's I know at Cleveland it's the only sport that is self-sufficient. It's the only sport that raises its own money and takes care of itself and doesn't use any of the school resources at all.
Did not know that. Okay, good for them. One last thing. You said it before we went on the air. It was the anniversary of a friend of yours passing.
Yeah, so if you guys remember, it was 2 years ago, a soldier from Mankato, Minnesota, Cade Wolf. It was 2 years ago today that while he was conducting operations overseas, his Black Hawk went down over the Mediterranean Sea, and 5 souls were on that bird that day that lost their lives. And I just wanted to take a minute to make sure that he's never forgotten for the sacrifices that he made for this country and his willingness to go serve. And so proud of that kid, and it was an honor to know that we served in the same military.
Him and his family. That's a lot to lose. We'll go to break with that and think about Cade. More after this.
You need a friend at the Capitol who knows how to get things done.
And you're in luck, because that's exactly who we are, your friends at the Capitol, and we deliver results.
At Momentum Advocacy, we bring decades of experience in lobbying, public affairs, and crisis communications.
From local nonprofits to national corporations, we help you move policy, manage your media, and make your voice heard.
We're not just seasoned pros, we're essential partners.
Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol. Learn more at momentum-advocacy.com.
Tired of one-sided media and divisive noise drowning out your conservative values? Take back the conversation with Braver Angels. Join a grassroots movement to restore civility and find common ground without compromising your principles. As a conservative, your voice matters. Share your perspective on issues like immigration and public health in Red Blue workshops and help rebuild trust in our great nation. Be a leader in depolarizing America. Sign up for free at mn.braverangels.org. Braver Angels, where conservatives, liberals, and independents unite for a stronger republic. easily offended? The Al Travis Show is not for you. The Al Travis Show. All sides are welcome.
Lucky to have with us a good friend of the program, Jack Zimmerman. Jack, we got to talk a little bit about football. Did you watch your Vikings yesterday?
Oh, I did. Al, I almost texted you. I said, we're going to come back and win this thing. I really thought we were there.
That was about as bad a mental game as I think I've ever seen. I don't know where J.J. Jefferson was. He just tripped over the 30-yard line at one point. I mean, it was weird stuff the whole day. But 8 pre-snap penalties on the offense. I mean, that's just unbelievable. 8 false starts.
That alone makes it we don't even deserve to win after doing that. I mean, at this level, what is going on? And how do you not figure it out after the second or third time of what's happening? And it was half the same time. It was half the same person half the time.
Yeah. There's something there because these guys, just like your kids, right? They've been playing football since 6th grade. You're in the huddle. What's the snap count on? Everybody knows it. You get away from the huddle, you break, and you count to 1, 2, or 3, and then you go. 8 times is ridiculous. Just it's hard to believe. And then when I say it's hard to believe, Jack, this is just a thought in the back of my head. No way do I have anything that says it happened on purpose. But did you catch the latest 2 scandals as far as cheating in baseball and basketball?
Oh yeah. What do you think? What's your conspiracy here?
Okay, so you just told me there's no way a team can jump off sides 8 times. And one guy did half of them, right?
Oh, boy, Al.
Now, if you're covering spreads and stuff, you tell me this, and I'm not saying I have anything that says this, but you're going to tell me the same thing with that pitcher, right? I don't know if you caught the story this morning.
Oh, yeah, throwing him in the dirt.
Throwing him in the dirt because him and his buddies got a couple grand on the fact you can buy a yes or no, will the pitch be a strike the first pitch of the 3rd inning or whatever. I didn't even know you could gamble on that stuff. Honest, I did not know that. It's like the basketball guy. He finds out his over-under number. He's going to make 18 points today. The over and under, money's going in. He and his buddies vote under. After the first half, he says, I got a hammy problem, and they win the money. It's just blatant cheating. Now, I'm not saying this is what happened, because as I watch it, I'm just thinking, this is the worst football I've ever seen. But could it be?
Yeah, I mean, there is something to be wondering what's going on there, Al. I mean, it is a little bit fishy. And here's the thing, though, Al, is don't you think these guys make enough money that they shouldn't have to try to side hustle?
This Chase guy, evidently, he's like one of the greatest relievers of all time. He's in there. He's making his good money. You tell me, Jack, what is it that would make you need the $40,000 or whatever because you did that?
Do you think it has nothing to do with the money, but the fact that you know that you can do that?
Yeah, there's something wrong in your head then, Jack. There is something wrong in your head because you're like, hey, I'm so powerful. I got so much money. I could throw this ball in the dirt. My guys make money, which, of course, means someone lost money, right? The other guys that are out there betting on a strike because they think you're the greatest pitcher of all time lose their money. This somehow makes you happy? I don't see it.
Oh, boy, Al, I don't know. So really nervous if they've been doing some stuff lately that's catching up to these people. I mean, I don't think in the history of my life do I remember anything like so many scandals in sports coming out at one time. Do you?
Well, no, that's kind of my point. And again, I'm just joking about the Vikings. I would have no idea. But every time you see a weird play now, you almost have to think about it, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I get every once in a while you do something, but yeah, I mean, that is now you got me thinking. Now this is.
Let me ask you this:
how do you jump off eight times?
Yeah, well, and again, maybe they did. Fine, I'm not accusing, but I am saying it's going to make you think about it. But let me ask you this, Jack: these are guys making millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, and they're willing to do it to make 40 or 50K, right? You now have that kind of money, not as much money, but money in college level, right, with name and likeness and that sort of thing. There's money to be made now for college kids. How can we ever ask a college kid to take the pressure that these guys are taking, whatever it is that's making them do this, and not do it themselves? This will get to the college game.
Al, are you advocating that we get sports betting out of sports?
Here's what you know what, Jack? I'm so glad you asked. No, I don't think so. Because I don't think you can take the genie out of the bottle, but I think you can get rid of the weird stuff that people can manipulate, right? A pitcher who can say the first pitch in the third inning, I'm going to throw in the dirt. Okay, bet on it, and can make money. That you shouldn't be able to bet on that. You want to bet on your team winning or losing and covering the spread. Maybe I can get into that, but I think all that other weird crap, the over and under on a particular human being that day when he can step out of the game on his own and no one questions it, I think you got to get rid of that stuff, and then the individual can't screw it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I think it all started when they used to be able to bet on how long the national anthem was going to go for at the beginning of the Super Bowl.
Exactly. And I just heard that today with Steve Fink. That is so funny you brought it up. So yeah, so you're betting on stuff like that. Well, guess what? And I don't know who's singing the national anthem at the the Super Bowl this year, but if that person can say, "What? I sing an extra 5 seconds. I drag this last note out a little bit longer. I can make an extra $100,000." How is that not too tempting?
All I'm saying is if Taylor Swift isn't singing the halftime show this year, I'm going to be pissed.
You're a Swiftie? Seriously, Jack? No way. Did you just say that?
Maybe.
Do you care about that young lady? I didn't know who she was until she started dating Kelsey, what's his name?
Now, is there going to be 2 halftime shows this year, I heard?
There are. There's only going to be one. I'm going to watch the one with that whole Turning Point USA. I just find
You are.
I am. And the other guy singing Spanish, I don't really care. But the people that Turning Point has got signed up, they all interest me. I just don't know how they get them all to do it in the 35 minutes of halftime. I think it'll be interesting to watch. I am. Nothing against the other guy, but they have like a dozen very popular people that are going to be in the other one. So I'm going to watch the other one.
Man, they really put us in a situation here, didn't they?
Well, they kind of did, but here's the thing, Jack, because I know you. You've watched the Puppy Bowl. There are other halftime shows, too. You've watched the Puppy Bowl, so this is no different. You just got to... What are you laughing at? You know you have. Cute little dogs.
I'm guilty.
So that's my point. You got Puppy Bowl, you got this Turning Point USA, you got whatever's going on with the NBC. I don't really care. I'm going to watch the most entertaining thing. And in reality, it's the only time you can go away and use the restroom and stuff, get some food. Not going to see a lot of it, one way or the other. That's just
Al, you got a Super Bowl prediction?
Well, I can predict it's not going to be the Minnesota Vikings. No, right now I have no idea. I really don't. You?
Oh, I don't know, Al. I think that the Chiefs are going to rally here in the end. I really think they are, but I think that the AFC is going to be the place to watch. You know, I mean, Baltimore beat us yesterday.
Yep.
They're going to be hanging around. You got the Bills. I mean, they didn't play good yesterday. I think there was something in the water yesterday that these teams that were supposed to play well really didn't.
Well, we'll bust that down next week. Jack, I appreciate you. I'm out of time. Love having you on. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
He's Jack Zimmerman. JackZimmermanMN.com.
Think about it. Now that school's back in session, how are Minnesota students doing? Not very well. Minnesota ACT scores fell again last year and are the lowest they've been in 10 years. In fact, fewer than half of Minnesota students can either read or do math at grade level. Think about it. We used to brag about our schools. Now we're losing to states like Mississippi. Visit AmericanExperiment.org for more information. Think About It is brought to you by Center of the American Experiment, Minnesota's think tank.
Do you have a closet full of old videos, photos, slides, or films? Regain that space and preserve those memories for future generations. Visit archivinglifemedia.com or call 952-829-8018. See how safe and simple it is to digitize all your media. Gain peace of mind knowing that all those important memories will be saved and can be seen and shared again. Do it today. Check out archivinglifemedia.com or give them a call, 952-829-8018.
Ask him his opinion more than once. Al Travis on The Al Travis Show.
I appreciate Jack coming on the program. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, to watch during the Super Bowl. The Puppy Bowl, don't tell me you haven't turned over to see what it was all about. And you did. You thought the puppies were cute, and then they, start making plays out of it. I found it quaint. I've watched it. I'm man enough to say so. Don't really care what anybody's gone on. I'm going to watch the most entertaining. And right now, I honestly, that TP USA has some great large artists that I rather enjoy going to be on. I don't know how they get them all on. Are they going to sing like a We Are the World thing, get them all in one song? I'm going to tune in and find out. That's what I'm going to do. And get extra food at the half and use the restroom and all that other stuff you usually do. I'm a man of habit, if anything. Thank you, Jack Zimmerman, coming on the program. Coming up in just a matter of moments, Representative Walter Hudson on the Al Travis Show. Not the same if you're not here. Stick around, will you?